Heading to Asheville, North Carolina right now. First time being in Asheville. Meet some people, get some good food, see what's really good out here, and you know, just kind of chill and catch the vibes. But yeah, stay tuned for the adventure because we got a lot to see in a little bit of time. First place we're actually gonna head is actually the Nike clearance outlet, which closes in exactly 20 minutes. Usual suspects at the outlet. If you've been to an outlet before across America, it's usually the same stores, they're very similar stores. Now, if you have regular sized feet, this is usually a pretty straightforward experience. But if you have big ass feet like me, it's an even more straightforward experience. So what I do is I go straight back here. That's a strikeout. I found absolutely nothing. Let me see if I can find anything in normal sizing. It's just like a Kanye West flip. Graduation knockoff. Pandas, of course. Dope shoe colors question. Right in one of the neighborhoods now. I've been recommended a Mexican food restaurant, and I've said this before, but the Carolinas are kind of hit and miss for Mexican food. But we're gonna give it a shot now and see what it hits for. I seem to have reached some sort of main street here. We're on Haywood, which is kind of funny because there's a Haywood in Greenville as well. This place is packed, so that's a good sign. I haven't had a really good carne asada burrito in a long time, folks, so I'm either leaning towards the king size burrito here or the burrito ay caramba. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint. I'm looking for a super fat burrito. But I have a good feeling about this. It's pretty busy. So I went with the king size burrito. So 15 minutes will be good there. Time being, there is this Mexican bakery here. Let's see if they have anything good to offer over here. Oh, it's a very colorful store. They have donuts. I think it's meant to be. Got the pan in hand. Now, if it's hard to see, I sincerely apologize for the lack of lighting. I figured we'd give the churro a shot while it's still warm. I got it right out of that panderia, right next to the Mexican restaurant. That's a good sign. They got the panderia next to the Mexican restaurant. And a lot of people were in there. I have good vibes, people. Hella cinnamon sugar, came warm out of the toaster thingy. $2. Cheers. It's got strawberry inside. I was not expecting that move. Secret moves going down here. Pretty standard. Good though. Hard to mess up a good churro. You know, one thing I never really had is a homemade churro. But even the frozen ones are pretty damn bomb, let's be honest here. That's what we all group on. That's what we all grew to love. That's pretty good. But we're gonna save the rest of the pan for after the meal. Secura, folks, they threw in chips to go. Also a nice touch. The restaurant is that busy on a Friday night, that means it's a regular spot, so you're doing something right. So we on the road with it. Asheville, North Carolina, first munchies. The poblano salsa here. Looking quite creamy. Then we have the blanco. I don't even know if that's like a sour cream. I've never really seen a blanco sauce before. Then we have the red tomatillo. And then we have the borracho, also a creamier sauce. Refried beans, I can't tip that too much because I'm not trying to sacrifice my seats. That's good. Very flavorful. Well spiced. She was not lying when she said king burrito. We got the Whopper size double mondo. I asked her if it was going to be easy to eat in the car. She said no, she wasn't lying. But as you see here, we have hella queso on the king burrito. Now inside the king burrito, we have cheese, beans, and steak. Not ground beef, which is typical in South Carolina because I think, again, Tex-Mex vibes. I haven't confirmed this yet, but Tex-Mex predominant state here. I like more of a California type of Mexican food, or a Mexican, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, people, let's get into it with no further ado. People love queso in the Carolinas in the South. Nevertheless, people, there is a slice of that huge king burrito, queso, steak, or carne asada, beans and cheese on the inside with queso pulled just lathering on the outside. Let's see what's in for, people. Eating this with no beverage is crazy. Both seasoned on the steak, good portion on the steak. There's a lot of steak in there. It's not skimpy. Yeah, I don't know why I got queso because I'm not even a queso person like that. I'm gonna remember that next time, I swear. To me, it just tastes like American cheese, which is not one of my favorite flavors unless it's on burgers, personally. But I can get down with it. This is good by any means, though. I'm not hating. Super creamy on that queso there. Got some lettuce coming through on the inside. Keep it healthy. Crazy because the queso makes it taste like a deli sandwich. In my opinion. Respectfully. This is my meal for the night too, so I'm actually eating this piece. You're getting the real deal Holyfield. No cap for the camera. Kind of ends up tasting like a burger. Nevertheless, let's see what some of these sauces are hitting for. Here we got the red tomatillo, which looks daringly hot. Not very hot, flavor's decent. Oh wow, it's sweet. I was not expecting that. I've never had poblano sauce before, apparently. So what we're gonna do is drizzle some of that poblano right over that burrito there, like so. Cheers. Interesting combination with the sweet and the salty. It's ultimately all just cream, so it kind of just melts together. But the sweetness is definitely an interesting contrast in the Mexican dish. Not used to it. Not mad at it though. Not mad at all. This is definitely not a car meal, people. I do this for you. Definitely drop a comment. And if you like what you're seeing so far, subscribe because I got more coming. You'd be going crazy out here. This big old piece of steak. Oh my gosh, well, you know it's real steak because that is not chopped at all. Poblano salsa. Nice and light. Not too overbearing. Not spicy either. Here we have the burrito sauce leaking out like a true burrito. Just sloppy. See there. That's smoky. Now, I used to like Chipotle, but I'm starting to like it now. It's got a Chipotle flavor. That's cool. I like that. Then we have the beans here, which are very watery, which honestly I like because I can't make them like this, so it's a treat when I do get them like this. Just sipping, people. It's almost turned into like a nacho bowl, honestly. It's kind of a vibe. Overall, I'm right there, burrito at 8.4. Pretty good, but nothing super spectacular. Pan from Don Pastel's Pan Bakery. Panderia. It's got the cream cheese, I believe, which is in the middle. It's got that dry but soft textbook Mexican bread consistency. Let's give it a shot. Oh well. That's a small amount of cream. Mostly bread. Flavor is pretty good though. Sweet and slightly tangy. A bit bready for my liking, but not a bad pastry by any means. I wanted a donut, and they had donuts, so therefore I bought a donut. Let's see what the chocolate dough is hitting for. I used to be in California, where donut shops are very common, but outside of California, it's not really like that. This is what you'd expect from a donut shop that makes donuts. Don't believe what happened, Pam. What's good, fam? It is day 2, and now we are heading to the Ingles right now. But we're currently in West Asheville with my sister here. And we're gonna hit up that vintage market you see back there, but first we're gonna get a kombucha. All right, we have made it to the vintage market. Let me see if I can find something for my large body. Flash forward, one vintage Tommy Hilfiger. Fresh from the 90s, looking like Doughboy. We have this polo turtleneck get down, which I don't think is vintage per se, but for 20 bucks it's polo. Y'all know polo be taxing. I don't know why I've been wearing hella green lately, but everything I got was green. Everything I was picking up was green. It's just a green season for whatever reason. Comment down below your favorite color. My sister's been having at this Philly cheesesteak spot all weekend. It's called North Meets South. Last time I had a Philly cheesesteak in South Carolina, it was all right. So I'm definitely looking forward to a good meal. And it's right here at the campus brewery. Here we have Highland Grill. We have Indian food truck here. We have a Rice Man food truck. Looks nice to me. Some brews here. What's it called? Dankness Double IPA. We're in for the Philly cheesesteak place to open up here soon. I guess we're just gonna get somewhat inebriated in the time being. It's like a multi-use area, brewery, volleyball, disc golf. I don't really know where I am. I'm just going with the flow, honestly, but it's pretty chill. The Highland Brewing. We waited 5 minutes past opening, and we are now in the line. The anticipation is what makes it that much more delicious. You got the North Meets South. We're about to get into this honkin' ass Philly cheesesteak. The last time I had a Philly cheesesteak, it was not on point. So hopefully this one doesn't disappoint. But I have a good feeling because it smells freaking delicious. Okay, so as we have here, it's a nice little nugget of joy. I'm gonna unravel it. Everyone else seems to be tearing shit up already. I'm the one lagging. Cheers. Okay. A little dry, but the flavor of the steak is fire.
Yours is dry? Oh no. Oh my god.
That does taste really good though. Well seasoned. And the quality of the beef is really good. But to us, bless you. No, I put mayo on my Philly cheesesteak personally. Here we got the flavor sauce, which is like some sort of horseradish concoction.
It's called That's Flavor Dipping Sauce.
Horseradish honey mustard.
Is that what it is?
That's what it tastes like. Put a little bit of mayo on there. Give it a shot. It's an experience. The fries are fire, for sure. I'll smell this all the way driving. Super hand cut. Tell us real potato.
Did anybody get napkins?
That's crazy. Got a live one here. Cherry peppers. Now, Being that the last legit Philly steak I had was from Jersey Mike's, I was expecting cherry pepper relish, but this is actually cherry peppers. Pretty good. What do y'all think? Certified? You said what? Oh, that's what's up. Certified approval. I'm gonna give this all 8.6 out of 10. Tastes good, but it's a bit dry. I honestly don't even have any frame of reference to compare Philly cheesesteak to, because I don't know if I've ever had a legit Philly cheesesteak outside of Steak Escape or Jersey Mike's. I've never been to Philadelphia, that's for sure. Now, last but definitely not least, your people, we have a pizza from Pizza. Now, I was recommending this place again. First time in Asheville, you gotta go recommendations. But look at this humongo slice. It was $8, so it wasn't any sort of deal, but I think for $8, I'm gonna give my money's worth. I threw some oregano as well as some Parmesan on there and a little bit of garlic salt. And we got the house ranch. Also got some napkins. Came prepared this time. But with no further ado, let's give it a shot and see if it's hitting people. In true fashion, we're gonna try it without the ranch first. And that is a big slice of pizza, people. Look at that. That's proper real estate. Cheers. This is a vegetarian slice. We've got artichoke, onions, as well as mushrooms. Pretty good. Figure you get something a little step up from cheese. But the true test of a good pizzeria is if they can do a cheese slice correctly. And if they can, they're certified. Nevertheless, we have some of that house ranch in there. Lots of herbs. I can see the herbs in there. Smells really good. I can tell it's a homemade ranch. Cheers. That was a proper ranch. A proper send-off to our Asheville food tour. Good food city, lots of good eats here. I'm excited to come back and try more because I'll be back. If you have any recommended spots in Asheville, definitely drop down, holler, let me know. I'm gonna pop by and pull up, see what's good with it. Make sure you like, drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe because we got more adventures coming. But until then, peace. Give that pizza 8.6.